Hello Money Moonies! Welcome to another episode of Money Money with Ansys C. Ang guest natin today is Mr. Chinatown Philippines 2025 and also he's a sparkle artist. Please help me welcome Mr. Tyrone Tan.
Ooh.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi
hello.
Tyrone.
Hi, Ansis. Hello
Hello.
sa inyo, Muni-Munis.
Money Moonies.
Good to be here.
Inano pa namin. Win-workshop pa namin yan. Ay, kung Money Moonies, Money Mooners, may suggestion ka ba?
Muni-Mooners.
Money Mooners. Pwede. Tyrone, that's your full name. Do you have a nickname? Or do I call you Tyrone?
You can call me Ty.
Ty.
Yeah.
Yes. Kanina nag-uusap tayo about parang you have a second first name, di ba? Tyrone
Edric. Yeah.
Tyrone Edric Tan.
Edric.
Tapos parang na-realize natin na tayong mga Chinese or yung mga Chinese parents natin, mahilig sila sa dalawang first names. Or at least yun yung na-realize, napansin ko na mga Chinese families, mas maraming two first names. No?
Yeah, and it's usually the first letter ng, kunyari, dad ko, first letter ng name niya is T.
Oo.
And then my mom is E. So, ako, Tyrone, Edric, T, and E.
Yeah, lagi may theme. Yun yung sasabi.
Yeah,
Lagi may theme. Kasi sa akin naman, lahat kami, hindi ganun yung theme ng names namin. Pero yung theme ng names namin, it has to be unique. And laging, kami magkakapatid, letter A and letter A. So, Ansis, my name is Ansis Aldrich. Yung kapatid ko, Ansel Andrea. Yung isang kapatid ko, Angel Aldrin. So, A lagi. Even though my dad's name is W, tapos yung mom ko is E. So, walang A.
So, iba-iba.
Oo. Pero yeah, yun yung napansin ko. Parang gusto lang nila ng themed names.
Para uniform siguro.
Oo.
Maalala nila yung mga pangalan ng anak nila.
Para maalala nga nila yung pangalan na anak nila. Both of your parents ba are Chinese?
No, my dad's Chinese and my mom's Pinay. Latina.
Okay.
So I'm 50% Chinese.
You're 50%.
Shinoy.
Pero growing up, parang ano ba siya? Parang pantay na Pinoy and Chinoy way of parenting or parang may mas umangat ba na
Actually,
culture?
kasi growing up, I grew up in a Chinese household eh.
Okay.
So I grew up with my dad, sa dad's side kasi.
Okay.
Parents.
Okay.
And I grew up with my grandmother.
Mm.
So medyo, in a way, I won't say it's typical traditional, pero nandun pa rin yung pagiging Chinese na upbringing.
Yung Chinese upbringing ba like parang strict sila when it comes to you have to speak Hokkien sa bahay?
No naman. Although like my grandparents, if they're at home, they speak Chinese. So napipick up ko. Although more on naririnig ko na lang, hindi ko na siya masyadong nagagamit. Siguro mga simple phrases, simple sentences nagagawa ko. Pero like truly converse, parang medyo nahirapan na ako.
Growing up in a Chinese household, sabi mo nga, ano yung parang pinaka tumatak sa'yo nun? Parang growing up in a Chinese household, what meron bang parang very memorable parang Chinese upbringing na nangyari
I think,
sa bahay?
it's lang, being, siguro the work ethic of my family. And siguro pagiging frugal. Yung lola ko kasi sobrang magaling tumawad yun eh. One of the, kaya I watched you before kasi. And one of the videos na I came across, yung tawad talks.
Yeah.
So kung paano magtawad, diba yung
Ganun
tawad
din.
ka, 50%. Lola ko,
Ganun
hindi.
din yung-
Mas mababa pa yung tawad.
Gano'n ka ba? Like
Siguro
30%?
Kunyari 1,000, di ba? Tawad siya, hindi, 300 lang yan. Magugulat ka,
Grabe,
minsan
30%.
bibigay talaga sa Divisoria.
Wow.
168. So, natuto ko yung pagiging sa pagtatawad from my grandma.
Ganun pala. Dapat 30%.
30%.
Yun yung, alam ko, ginawa ko siya ng content. Pero, personally, hindi ko siya kaya gawin.
Ako din.
Diba?
Personally.
Like, impressed ako sa mga aunts and lola natin na, parang may, kailangan ng konting kapal na mukha to be able to do that. Yeah, pero yeah, hanggang ngayon, kapag sinasabi sa akin yung presyo, tanggap ko na. Hindi na ako tatawad. Hindi ko na kaya
Ako, more or less, tawad lang konti. Tapos
Yeah.
pag ayaw talaga, wala. Bibigay din ako.
Oo nga.
Pero pag lola ko, like before, sama ko talaga sa kanya. Pag tumatawad siya, minsan, tinatago ko talaga mukha ko eh.
Oo.
Ako yung nahihiya sa tawa
Oo.
niya.
Ako rin, totoo ako rin na parang nahiya ako. Tapos yung magwo-walk out pa sila
Oo
kung
nga eh.
kung hindi binigay yung presyo,
Mm.
parang kunyari mag-walk out sila
Mm.
until hahabulin sila ng tindera. Sige na nga. Sige na nga, bibigay na namin sa iyo yung discounted price.
Actually, working yun. Kasi dati, nasa Divisoria nga kami. Then, ako nakipaghagal. Tapos, binubulong na sa akin ng lola ko. Alis ka na. Tara na. Parang, sige nga, try ko, alis ako. Nung medyo palayo, nahabol talaga kami.
Oo.
Bigay na namin sa inyo yung presyo.
Oo. Yun. Tsaka minsan yung parang magsisinungaling sila na dun nga sa kabila,
Mm,
bigay sa akin ganito kamura.
True.
Pero
Wala
hindi naman
talaga.
totoo.
Wala talaga.
Yeah. Galing. Very impressive. Parang it's a useful skill to have.
Mhm.
Parang negotiation
Yeah.
skills. Yun yung, kaya nga ngayon parang, kunyari may lumalapit na brand sa akin to create content for them.
Mm.
Wala na. Sila, yung mga managers ko na bahala
Mhm.
makipag-negotiate. Kasi kung ako yan, tatanggapin ko lang kung ano man yung,
Yeah.
kasi
True.
wala. Personality ko,
Medyo mahirap
Oo.
makipag-negotiate.
oo, yeah.
I think it's in the personality din.
Oo nga.
Kung kaya mo talagang medyo kapalan na yung
Yeah.
mukha mo.
So yung personality mo hindi ganun. What would you say is your parang personality?
Ako kasi medyo mahiyain talaga ako. Like, siguro before winning Mr. Chinatown, I would say sobrang introvert ako. Like, I don't go to social events. Di ko kayang mag-stand sa isang event na ganun. Parang, di ko alam anong gagawin ko.
Yeah.
Or di ko alam paano ka makipag-converse with other people. Something like that. So, medyo mahiyain ako.
So what made you decide to join Mr. Chinatown?
Honestly, out of nowhere lang yun eh. Out of the blue. Although, ganito kasi yung story nun. Medyo mahaba.
Sige.
Ganito kasi yung story nun. I'm into running. And last year ako nag-join ng Mr. and Miss Chinatown. Last year, I was running with a friend. And we were making content kasi gumagawa ko ng content for running that time. Tapos parang, videoan niya lang ako. Tapos sabi niya, okay, angle mo dito. Ganyan. Pwede ka pang Mr. Chinatown. Tapos, kasi parang years before last year, na-invite na rin ako mag-join
Okay.
ng Mr. Chinatown. To the point na nag-try din ako mag-apply until callback. Pero wala pa akong confidence back then.
Okay.
Parang, nung tinawagan ako for callback before siguro, I forgot what year already, 22 or 23. Gumawa ako ng rason na, sorry, I can't make it. But this year, yun nga, nung sabi ng friend ko, parang bigla lang nagka-spark ng confidence sa akin. Sabi ko, nga, why not? Why not join this year? And then,
minsan parang kailangan ng push from our
Another
friends
person,
no?
yeah.
From another person na bago natin makita sa sarili natin, baka kaya ko pala.
yeah, tapos after nun, nag-flashback din sa akin na, dati kasi, di ba, nasa TV pa yun, nate-televise sa TV yun. Tapos nanonood kami ng lola ko. Yeah, next time ikaw na nandyan ganyan.
So in-encourage ka rin ng lola mo?
Oo. So parang ako, sabi ko before na parang, maybe yes, maybe no. Pero nung this last year, yung friend ko, nung sinabi niya yun, parang nagka-confidence ako. Yeah, why not? Then, out of the blue, after few months, nag-message sa akin yung organization as a wildcard. I was a wildcard. So,
ano yung pinagkaiba ng wildcard?
I entered nung nag-start na yung competition. So, siguro 1/3 done. So, the last 2/3 na lang ako pumasok.
Okay. Wildcard ka, tapos nanalo ka pa rin.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
How was that experience naman? Was it, kasi sabi mo nga at first, you're an introvert, pero kamusta naman yung parang overall pageant experience as an introvert?
At first, kasi, well, introvert akong person, pero I'm also observant.
Okay.
And I can adapt naman din.
Yeah.
So, the first few days, I would say sobrang quiet ako. More on observing the people, my co-candidates. Until na nakapag-adapt ako with them, I knew who to talk to. I knew how to talk to certain people. I knew how to talk to the org also. So, yun yung experience ko more on, parang I treated it as moment to moment na parang I can learn from this person, I can learn from this experience, madami akong matutunan dito, ganito, ganyan. So, in-accept ko lang siya, in-embrace ko lang yung journey. And I enjoyed it. So, yun yung mga ginawa ko.
Yeah. And parang superpower yan ng introverts din, yung being observant. Feeling ko nagagamit ko yung, kasi introvert din ako, pero nagagamit ko yung, dahil introvert ako, feeling ko very observant ako at nagagamit ko siya sa like comedy ko, sa pagsusulat. Pero yeah, introversion. So nagamit mo yung being observant, and dahil doon nakapag-adapt ka sa pageant. Do you have any favorite moments Mr. and Miss Chinatown?
I wouldn't say moments, but it's the camaraderie with my co-candidates. Parang entering, well, technically it's an entertainment industry. So entering entertainment industry, parang nung I started medyo young.
Okay.
Mga 19 years old. So parang
Sa entertainment. Okay.
Parang
because you started out as 18, 19 years old, you were
nag-start
what were you
na ako
doing?
mag-try modeling.
Okay.
Modeling, commercials. Nag-starstruck din ako, pero hindi ako umabot sa final cut.
Okay.
Yun, and then eventually had shows. So yun.
So yung camaraderie mo with your fellow contestants.
Yun nga, kasi parang in this industry, sa entertainment industry, parang wala masyadong chinoys eh. Parang wala ka masyadong makakausap na parang alam mo yun, parang truly hindi mo
Yung parang gets yung culture mo.
Yeah, gets yung culture mo. So more on naging mga friends ko is mga Pinoys,
Yeah.
mga other Pinoys. Parang it's fun lang din that you get to have this Chinoy group na makakausap mo, makakasama mo, makaka-compete mo rin in a way. So yun, you learn from them as well.
Totoo yun. Kasi parang hindi pa rin sobrang dami yung Chinoys and the entertainment industry. So kapag may nakita ka parang Chinoy na parang, same kayo ng ginagawa, same kayo ng interest, there's something there. Parang maganda.
True.
May training involved ba yun, yung Mr. Chinatown?
Well, meron naman siguro may personality development trainings, pero hindi ko siya na-attendan kasi wala pa ako ron. So more on self-training ka.
So bakit para saan yung parang wild card part of the competition? Like why weren't you part of kunyari yung sa simula pa lang?
Kasi nabawasan sila ng candidates along the way.
So
nagka-conflict. So they had to find replacement.
Yeah.
So sinuwerte. Sinuwerte.
Meron bang extra challenge and pressure joining parang in the middle of a competition na?
Yun first thoughts ko nga, like, yun nga, parang may mga nagawa na silang hindi ko pa nagagawa. Like, kunyari, yung personality development. So, parang, in a way for me, meron silang plus points. And ako, syempre, magkakakilala na sila from the start. And ako, hindi pa nila ako kilala.
Yeah.
So, baka hindi nila ako tanggapin or gawin nila akong outcast. Something like that. So, medyo, yun nga, nung first day, sobrang quiet lang ako. Observe lang.
Hindi naman nangyari yun? Like,
Hindi naman.
Okay.
Buti naman.
Tapos, meron din bang training kunyari kasi di ba sa ibang pageants parang may training kunyari sa paglalakad, sa Q&A, may ganong types of trainings din ba sa...
Sa paglalakad meron.
Okay.
We had a coach. Pero sa Q&A, I think it's, sa Q&A, more on personal training na.
Yung ba yung Q&A, yung final Q&A mo, yung tinanong ka about your favorite Chinese dish? Yeah. Tapos parang, ano yung sagot mo rin? Like,
my favorite Chinese dish is sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour. Yeah. Kasi, tapos, ganun talaga pag pag pageant Q&A, na kahit na very simple yung question, you have to connect it to parang something bigger. Kasi ano yung sagot mo rin parang sweet and sour because...
It's a mix of two dishes na. It's a mix of two flavors that makes the dish good. Just like in life, di ba? When you mix the good and the bad, creates a perfect and balanced life. Or something like that.
Galing. Like, on the spot mo lang ba yun naisip? Or paano mo naisip yung parang, okay, I have kasi very simple ng question. What's your
Yeah.
favorite Chinese dish? Pero paano mo siya na-connect to yung, oo nga no, sweet and sour, just like life.
Actually, nung na-receive ko yung question na yun, makikita mo, may video yun. Nasa stage ako. Napatawa pa talaga ako. So, parang nagulat talaga ako sa tanong. I was like, paano ko to magagawa? So parang, siguro in the moment ko na lang din siya naisip eh. Na parang my favorite Chinese dish is sweet, which is true. Favorite ko talaga, sweet and sour. So parang, two flavors, make it good. Just like in life, good and bad. Something like that.
Galing. Nagulat ka ba dahil yung mga questions ba ng ibang candidates,
Yeah.
hindi ganun?
Yeah. There's were serious questions na parang, I was like, nung na-receive kong question, sabi ko, oh no, manalo pa ba ako nito? Magagawa ko ba ito ng ano? So, yun.
Kasi parang, how do you, kung serious yung questions ng mga kalaban mo, how do you make yours parang, di ba? Parang deep din. Parang galing. Parang na-remind ako sa, because yung background ko is an improv. Tapos sa improv, meron parang tawag dito, parang foundation na if this is true, what else is true? So yan yung laging tinatanong. If this is true, what else is true? At lahat ng gagaling sa truth. So yung sinabi mo na totoong favorite dish ko naman yung sweet and sour. So true yon. So what else is true? Na nga no, na parang ang buhay sweet and sour din. Galing. Ang galing mo dun.
Yes. Thank you.
Kaya deserve mo manalo ng Mr. Chinatown.
Thank you.
How is life naman after winning?
It was an answered prayer for me. Kasi part of winning is to have a contract with Sparkle GMA, which is what I have been dreaming for the past few years. And one of the reasons then why I joined Mr. Chinatown. So it's an answered prayer na at last I'm already signed with the one of the best talent agencies, Sparkle.
One of the biggest.
Biggest also. So thankful, very grateful, and I'm embracing the opportunities I get.
Yeah. Growing up in a very Chinese household, hindi ka ba pinigilan to enter the entertainment industry?
Medyo ako spoiled. Medyo spoiled ako kasi
ano ka ba? Panganay, bunso?
Panganay.
Okay.
Tapos lumaki pa sa lola. Lola ko, in-spoil talaga ako. So parang wala sila nagawa nung na. Pero growing up, talaga ako, basketball player din. Since 10 years old until end of high school, all I did was basketball and partly studying. Pero
basketball talaga.
Basketball talaga yung ginagawa ko. Tapos my longest dream to be a player din.
So, since spoiled ka, okay lang, hinayaan ka lang ng...
Well, pinagsabihan din ako, pero more on,
parang go lang.
Go.
Follow
Experience
whatever you're, whatever you like.
Ka matututo through experiences.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Parang iba talaga yung parang if supportive yung family mo because you get to explore at an early age kung ano pa yung pwede mo gawin at saan ka mag-excel.
And saan ka magiging masaya na parang hindi mo isipin na nagtatrabaho ka.
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
Yeah. Ano yung, going back to your experience sa Mr. Chinatown, what was your biggest parang baon or takeaway from that experience?
Siguro more on I reconnected with myself. Kasi before Mr. and Miss Chinatown, parang in a way I was a bit lost with who I am. So parang nung I joined, medyo nagka-purpose ulit. Medyo nakilala ko ulit sarili ko. I'm part of this community pala, Philchai community, Chinoy community. And kumbaga, mas na ko ulit yung mga values ko in life.
Yeah, kasi it's easy to, parang siguro medyo forget that you're part of a community. Lalo na kapag, I guess, yung industry na pinapasukan natin, konti lang yung Chinoys, di ba?
Saka dati wala pa yata Chinoy talaga masyado.
Yeah.
So, mabilis ma-lost. And it's ano siya, rough world.
Yeah.
So, malalos ka, ano talaga yung mind mo,
Yeah.
maging anxious ka talaga, questionin mo sarili mo. So, it's nice to know that you still belong to a community.
Mm. Speaking of community, nag-Chinese high school ka ba?
Yes.
Saan?
Di mo alam eh.
Sa-
Di mo alam, di mo sinasama sa content.
Ay,
mo,
sorry. sa
I
next part.
studied at Pace Academy.
PACE.
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 Mm.
PACE Academy. And it's a Chinese school.
It's a Chinese Christian school.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I think
parang hindi ko pa siya, hindi pa ako masyadong familiar sa PACE.
It's
Can you tell me about
relatively
the
young
school?
school kasi
Okay.
it started siguro late 90s or early 2000s.
Okay. Yeah, very young.
We're along Araneta.
Mm-mm.
Diba Damar? Labas ng Damar, diretso konti bago magkalookan sa
Oo.
right side.
Ah.
Pace Academy. So malapit din kami sa Grace.
Okay. And doon ka like grade school, high school?
Grades elementary hanggang high school, senior high doon.
Educate mo nga ako about para may masama ako sa content ko sa PACE. Like how was it like studying in PACE Academy?
It was very for me conservative. Parang paano ba?
Conservative.
Conservative, like alam mo yun, bawal boyfriend girlfriend dito.
Yeah.
You always speak English, something like that.
It's parang English
Yeah,
speaking
then
school.
every morning we sing Christian songs, mga ganyan.
Very similar to yan din, recently ko lang din to nalaman about Grace na malapit sa inyo, di ba? Na ganoon din para sila, parang marami ring bawal at saka very English speaking din sila.
And actually, very thankful ako sa high school ko. Like, every day, kasi we call ourselves Pacers. So every day, yung principal namin si Dr. Lau, he would always remind us what being a Pacer is. So, Pacer, di ba? 5 letters. May abbreviation siya. P is for Pacers are positive. A, Pacers are affirmative. C, Pacers are Christ-centered. E, Pacers are excellence-oriented. And then R, lastly, Pacers are respectful. So, parang ako, everyday, naririnig ko yun. Sometimes, until now, na-instill ko pa rin yun, values ng being a Pacer. Of being yung way back, my younger days. Na, yun yung mga 5 values na ina-upload ko pa rin.
Galing. Parang walang ganun sa amin sa St. Jude. Kunyari kung gagawin ko ng acronym yung St. Jude, parang Jude, J is for judgmental. B, judgmental. U is for, ano ba yung U? Understanding naman. D is for, siguro discipline. Ay, feeling ko discipline naman kami mga taga St. Jude. Tsaka E is for, ano ba nga E? Bigyan mo nga ako na E. Experiment. Kasi yung mga iba
Extravagant.
Oo, extravagant. Although, actually, hindi kami masyado extravagant. Dahil, feeling ko mas shy yung mga taga St. Jude. Yeah, so, yes, Jude. Dapat ginawan kami ng acronym nun.
Yung nahilig yung principal namin before. Always yan. Every Pacers are, kami naman, positive. Pacers are affirmative. So, instilled na siya sa brain namin. Wired na siya sa brain namin. I don't know for my other schoolmates before kung instilled pa rin with them. Pero sa akin, nag-instill talaga siya sa akin.
Pero ano naman, parang nadala mo pa rin siya outside of your high school na these are still the values that you live with
Yun
until
nadagdagan
now.
na ng konti. Pero yun talaga yung parang core values. Simula nung pagkabata ako. Thankful sa school ko.
Nice. Sasama ko na yan sa
Content.
Sa Pacers. Sorry, balik lang tayo dun sa sagot mo na sweet and sour. So, sabi mo, yun talaga yung favorite sweet and sour dish, like Chinese dish mo. Meron ka bang favorite restaurant dito sa Manila who serves really good sweet and sour? Sweet and sour pork or sweet and sour chicken? Anong klaseng sweet and sour?
Pork or chicken. Pero basta sweet and sour, kakainin ko talaga.
Oo.
I would say I have quite a few na favorite restaurants. Like, nagustuhan ko, yung pinaka-homey for me, na parang pag kumain ako doon, parang, oy, naalala ko childhood ko,
Oo.
is Golden Fortune.
Golden Fortune.
Sa
Saan
may
yun?
Binondo.
Okay.
Kasi, malapit yun sa YMCA. Dati, I forgot which day of the week, nagba-basketball kami ng dad ko nung bata ako sa YMCA. So, after namin mag-basketball, parati kami kakain sa Golden Fortune.
Mm.
Then, yun ang parati kong order, sweet and sour pork. So, dun ko...
Speaking of, alam mo, sorry, nabanggit mo yung YMCA, parang that's also very Chinese. Naalala ko yung mom ko dati. Pag dinodrop off niya kami sa school, magka-hangout lang siya sa YMCA. Tapos minsan meron silang doon, swim aerobics. Tapos yun lang yung ginagawa niya, swim aerobics. YMCA. Yeah, wala lang. Nung nabanggit mo yun, parang ang dami ko lang na-trigger lang yung memories ko about that that part of Binondo. Sorry. Wait, you were saying Golden Fortune.
Yeah, yung homey for me. Na parang homey vibes kapag kumakain ako doon, na parang I remember my childhood. Pero one of my favorites is a Choi Garden.
Okay.
Kasi mostly pag celebrations din, may celebrate kami, doon kami kumakain, Choi Garden. And masarap yung sweet and sour nila doon. It's crunchy, yung sauce, masarap. It's savory.
Yeah.
It's yummy. You have to taste it.
Sige. Choi Garden tsaka Golden Fortune. Alam mo, hindi ako mapili sa parang sweet and sour. Feeling ko parang lahat naman ng sweet and sour can be good. Ano nga ba yung mga favorite Chinese places ko? Wala rin kasi akong, aside from sweet and sour, ano pa yung mga favorite Chinese dish mo?
Siguro yung mga sauteed na string beans with minced beef. Or
yes.
broccoli with beef. Something like that. Then mga soup, hot and sour soup.
Yes, hot and sour soup. Yeah. Inisip ko kung ano yung favorite Chinese restaurant ko, pero wala akong maisip.
North Park, Lingnam. Usually
North Park, very comfort.
Yeah.
Tsaka for the price, parang sulit. Gutom na ako.
Yun nga. Ako din, sometimes I find myself driving. Kunyari after basketball. Kasi minsan may mga papawis na basketball. So at night, medyo malapit ako sa Banawe. Lingnam or North Park, 24 hours eh. So sometimes I find myself driving, just put down, order lang ako ng sweet and sour.
Yung lola mo ba would cook Chinese food for you?
Yeah. She does.
Tapos yung parang na-realize ko is iba yung, parang meron ding Chinoy food na parang hindi mo ma-order sa mga Chinese restaurants here. For example, naalala ko, yung ama ko would cook meatballs. Parang Chinoy meatballs na not necessarily parang bilog, pero parang medyo parang flattened small burgers, gano'n. Tapos naalala ko lang na, that's a very Chinoy food na hindi ko na-order.
Tapos may veggies, may
carrots. May carrots, Tapos yung mga miswa, yung mga
lumpia.
Lumpia na na ikaw pa yung magbabalot. Yung fresh lumpia.
Yun, lola ko sobrang sarap gumawa dati nun.
Nung lumpia?
Lumpia. Parang kapag Chinese New Year ba or Christmas, gagawa siya ng malalaking mga ganon kaldero ng lumpia, tapos papamigay niya sa family namin, sa mga kapatid niya, mga pamangkin niya. So yun, nakamiss.
Yeah.
Saka adobo niya, masarap din yung adobo. Tapos yung adobo niya iba eh. Di ba? Yun nga, parang tulad nga na sabi mo na may mga Chinoy food na hindi mo rin mahanap sa restaurant. Adobo niya iba eh. Sobrang sarap. Sa kanya ko lang nalalasahan.
Oo nga, di ba? Like sa bahay mo lang talaga siya matitikman. Wala sa Yeah. So, Golden Fortune. and Choi Garden.
And Ama's Kitchen.
Oo nga. Okay. May plano ka bang sumali pa sa ibang pageants? Or will you focus now more on sa pag-artista?
Pinaka-dream ko naman kasi talaga is artista, and joining the pageant was just a bridge, although I'm thankful for that opportunity. And I think I'm still open to join next time to a much national pageant. Pero at the moment, hindi pa siguro yun ang focus ko.
Mm.
Since, for me kasi, ako like, nung natutunan ko nung nag-join ako ng pageant is, you find yourself
Mm.
while joining a pageant. Ako, right now, parang, kumbaga kilala ko naman ang sarili ko. So, not muna.
Yeah. Parang nakuha mo na yung kung ano yung kailangan mo sa pageant tapos ngayon, yeah. Bakit mo siya pangarap yung pagka-artista ever since?
Well, nag-start yun, bata din ako. Bata pa ako. Nanood ako ng Going Bulilit.
Going Bulilit?
Going Bulilit. And
pinangarap mo ba maging Going Bulilit
dati?
Cast, oo.
Oo, parang sabi ng family ko, ayaw mo mag-try. Mahihayin ako. So, di ko kaya. Parang,
and in fairness sa family mo na sila rin yung nagpo-push sa'yo.
So, more on basketball lang talaga before. Until, nung na-try ko lang din, parang, kasi mahilig din ako manood ng movies nung bata ako. Like, Cinema One. Mahilig ako manood ng movies before. So, parang, nasa isip na parang, I want to try different, roles, different characters that hindi ko na-experience. So, parang ganun.
So, nung bata ka, nanonood ka ng Cinema One?
Mm-hmm.
Like, anong favorite movie mo nun sa Cinema One?
Hindi ko na maalala Pero basta, pinaka-favorite ko, Shake Rattle.
Horror.
Mga ganun. Pero basta, it's a vibey feeling pag nanonood ka ng Cinema One. So, yun, minsan papaantok ko. Hindi ako makatulog. Cinema One.
Yes. Dati yung mga pinapanood ko ng bata ko, parang Mix.
Mix.
Nabutan ba yun? Mix.
Man.
Yung parang MTV natin dati. Mix. The Studio 23. Kaya feeling ko mas nahilig ako sa ganyan Sa mga parang comedy, mga kung ano, mga variety shows, ganun. Yeah. Sabi ko nga dati, parang sabi ko dun sa isang episode ko ng podcast, pangarap ko dati para maging ASAP backup dancer. Dahil lang dun sa mga pinapanood. And parang sobrang laki ng influence ng mga pinapanood natin dati nung bata tayo sa TV sa parang kung ano yung gusto natin gawin now.
True. Parang, yun nga, ako, nung bata ko, hilig ako manood ng basketball. So, napunta din doon. So, hinilig ko manood ng movie. So, napunta din doon sa mga guys. So, yeah, tama.
So, I was doing some research on you. Tapos, meron ako nakitang parang isang article or a feature sa website na yung isa sa mga mottos mo in life was isa sa mga mottos mo in life is you grow through what you go through.
Yes.
Ano yung sabihin nun for you?
For me, kasi I learned and learn through experiences. Like, parang yung answer ko nga, si Tensar. Like, I learned all the bad things through experience. I learned all the good things through experiences as well. So, for me, dun ako natututo when I experience things. Either good, either bad. For sure, may learning yan. You may not know it now. Maybe in the future, tsaka mo malalaman kung ano yung learnings na ma-apply mo from what happened to you, let's say, 2-3 years ago, or like, let's say, perfect example dati, nung nasa basketball ako. Nasa basketball varsity ako. And grabe yung training sa amin. Like, papatayin ka talaga sa training.
Yeah.
Tapos, after, siguro, ngayon lang na tumanda ako, nalaman ko na, okay, kaya pala kami tinatantad before sa training for resilience. Na, you don't give up.
Yeah.
Kahit gaano kahirap, kahit gaano ka na gusto mo nang bumigay. Pero kailangan, laban pa rin, push pa rin,
Gets.
bangon pa rin.
And minsan hindi mo nare-realize at the moment na parang kunya nahihirapan ka, hindi mo na-realize kung gaano ka-importante yon for your future self. Like, kunyari yung mga, inisip ko na yun, siguro yung mga sermon sa akin dati ng lola ko, ng auntie ko, na dati kinaiinisan ko, pero ngayon parang, nga no, may point din naman sila.
Parang, sabihin ng tatay ko dati, tipid-tipid ka. Ito, medyo kailangan parang think through what you're going into. Baka mamaya di maging maayos. Parang ganun. Tapos parang pag tsaka yun, parang nasa huli yung pagsisisi. Kunyari pag tapos na, tsaka mo lang ma-realize, ay, mali yung nagawa ko. Diba? So parang yun nga, you grow through what you go through.
So for you, ang ibig sabihin nun is you learn from your experience and you grow from your experiences. Meron ka bang like specific moment na parang na-apply talaga tong motto mo na to in your life? Like a specific experience or challenge or learning?
I won't dwell on it na lang, pero ikwento ko na lang kayo. Like, medyo vague. Siguro, kasi, yun nga, parang before, during the pandemic, parang medyo kumita ako malaki-laki. So, syempre, medyo bago siya sa akin na medyo malaki kinikita ko. Tapos pagsabihan ako ng dad ko na, ingat-ingat ka sa mga pumapasok sa'yo, ingat ka sa may lalagay, ingat ka sa gastos, ganito, ganyan. Ako hindi. Medyo lumaki ulo. Medyo parang, hindi, makukuha ko rin naman yan kasi parang monthly na nakukuha ko. Makakuha ko ulit yan, ganyan, ganyan. So until na nawala yung source of income, tapos medyo bad decisions. So nag-fail ako financially. Kasi once na na-experience mo yun, for sure, hindi mo na ulitin. So dun ko ina-apply yung mga learnings ko.
Yeah. And parang, kaya naniniwala din ako na wala tayo dapat regrets din in life. Kasi kahit na yung mga mali natin sa buhay, yung mga failures natin, parang doon ka natututo eh. Minsan nga iniisip ko na, kasi dati, may mga ganyan din ako, yung mga parang, kunyari mag-start ako ng business with my friends. Tapos sobrang mauubos talaga yung savings ko. Pero iniisip ko na lang na, parang nag-MBA na lang ako. Pero yun yung sinushift ko na, okay, kunyari tuition ko na lang to sa MBA at ang dami kong natutunan on what not to do kapag magsa-start ng business. Pero yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to experience it talaga. Parang sabi ni Lord, kulit ka. Sige, sige, ma-experience mo yan para di mo ulitin talaga.
Yeah. Kaya naniniwala rin ako dun sa mga parang, alam mo yung mga parents na hindi sobrang strict kasi kailangan ma-experience ng mga anak nila yung, okay, magkamali ka.
Yeah.
Kasi doon ka matututo.
Kasi the more na hindi ka magkakamali, the more ka magiging parang comfortable sa life. And it's not good to be comfortable. Parang you have to challenge yourself pa rin every day.
Yeah. Na yung kanina nga pinag-usapan namin ni Nikki, na sabi niya, usually sa mga Chinese families, parang very safe, parang risk-averse. Pero minsan mas matututo ka in life kapag lumabas ka dun sa like comfort zone mo.
Yes, true.
Nabanggit mo kanina you're into running. Hanggang ngayon ba? Parang nabasa ko rin dun sa feature mo na yun na you're planning to run a marathon.
Yeah. I'm into running, yes. Pero lately, hindi masyado because of my schedule. Pero it's always, from then and there, tumatakbo-takbo pa rin ako. Kasi, yun nga, na-in-love ako sa running eh. Parang, it's an escape from all of the things that all of the things in your mind. Kasi if you're running, all your focus is, you run. Takbo ka. Di ba?
Baka yan din yung since na-ingrain sa yung parang pacer. Kaya na-apply mo rin sa run. But hindi ko lang, or baka hindi ko pa lang siya talaga na-experience fully. Pero yung mga a few times that I've tried running, parang hindi ako na in love. Alam mo yan? Pero ano nga ba yung nagugustuhan mo about running?
Yun nga, like number one, it's an escape from all the things I'm thinking. Kunyari, I'm anxious. Sometimes if I'm anxious, I just run. Kasi, kumbaga yung focus mo madadivert sa breathing mo. Kumbaga, sometimes I run to breathe. Just, mafo-focus mo yung breathing mo to think. Minsan to think then, or minsan pag tumatawa ka, kausapin mo sarili mo. Minsan nakakalimutan natin kausapin sarili natin eh. So, through running, dun ko nagawa yung mga for my personal stuff. Parang personal meditation ko siya
Yung
Sometimes magpe-play lang din ako ng music while running, just makikinig lang. Parang reflection, something
gets,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yung version ko ng ganyan is shower.
Shower.
Sa shower ako parang nag-iisip. Sa
Mm.
shower ko kinakausap yung sarili ko.
Mm.
Alam mo yan, hindi ko na kung ginagawa niyo to sa bahay. Pero minsan pag nag-shower ako, parang hindi mo na namamalayan pero parang nagsasalita ka na sa loob ng shower. Pero yeah, dun ako nag-meditate and nag-brainstorm. Pero, so gets ko yung feeling na
Yeah. Ako sa run.
tumatakbo ka.
That's why I usually run alone or with a friend. Hindi yung with a big group talaga.
Hindi
More
yung
on-
mga... So, hindi ka part ng like, di ba uso ngayon yung mga run
Run club.
clubs?
Not really.
No.
Although sometimes, some Sundays, kasi some Sundays madami tumatakbo, diba?
Oo.
So nakiki-join ako sa mga run clubs. Pero mostly, if I run, I just run alone.
Mm-mm.
Yun na, run alone with my thoughts.
Run, yeah.
Running away from my thoughts.
Run away from your thoughts.
Yeah.
Pero, are you still training for a marathon? Or ano muna yan? Nasa back burner ba muna yan?
Medyo nasa back burner.
Mm-mm.
Pero although gusto ko talaga, it's one
Goal
of
mo
my
yun.
challenge to myself. And also, basta kasi I'm active person so medyo sporty, more sporty din ako. So, I try all kinds of sports that I can.
Yeah.
Competitive din ako. Since bata pa lang ako,
Mm-mm.
nagba-basketball na ako. So,
Mm-mm.
I grew up in a competitive environment.
Okay. So, usually, feeling ko medyo different yung family mo, no? Kasi sabi mo nga, your family is a little bit more supportive, ganon. But yung mga usual Chinese household kasi, like, very repressed, right? Like marami mga topics na hindi napag-uusapan. So, if there's an uncomfortable topic na, kunyari, hindi mo masyado napag-uusapan with your friends or with your family, na gusto mo i-open up dito sa Muni Muni with Answer-C, ano kaya yan?
Siguro for me, studies.
Mhm.
Studies. Kasi
What do you mean by studies?
I stopped college during pandemic.
Okay.
So, hindi pa ako tapos.
Okay.
So, isa yun sa mga topics na iniiwasan ko kapag, kunyari, sa mga Chinese gatherings or may kausap akong Chinese. Kasi, lalo na pag matatanda, tapusin mo yan. Kailangan mo tapusin yan.
Lagi nga nila
Tapusin
sinasabi.
yung studies mo.
Oo.
Although, ako naman din, I really want to. It's just that, I mean, nasa sa'yo yan kung ano talagang, ako kasi, tulad ng sabi ko, parang ever since nung bata ako, basketball yung nasa isip ko. So parang never ko siya talaga na pag-isipan kung ano ang gusto kong aralin. Parang my mind was instilled business.
Yeah.
So parang ako, okay, gusto ko ba talaga mag-aral ng business? Although business-minded na ako because of my family. Pero yun ba talaga gusto kong aralin? So something like that. And ngayon, medyo yung schedule right now, medyo hectic. So, it's in my plans to still finish it. Although, I don't know pa when.
What did you take before sa college?
I took up interdisciplinary business studies in Lasal.
Mhm.
So,
And when you go back, will you try to go back to that course or meron ka bang ibang parang
more on,
gustong
siguro
aralin
I
pa?
would like to, more on mas specific sa business. Like sa finance side naman.
Okay.
More on sa numbers.
Yeah.
Something like that. Kasi, for me, language ko kasi is more on numbers eh.
Yeah.
Mas gumagana utak ko pag numbers usapan kaysa pag ganito usap-usap. Parang, ganun.
Pero totoo nga yan. Yung pag mga family reunion, lagi yan yung unang sinasabi.
Tapos ka na ba?
Magtapos ka mag-aral Parang after ng aral, kailan ka magpapakilala ng girlfriend, kailan ka mag-aasawa, kailan ka magkaanak. Pero yeah.
So yeah, that's why my motto din in life is, you grow through what you go through. Kasi nga, yun.
Yeah, kasi hindi naman lahat ng matututo mo in life nasa school. Marami ka makukuha sa school, pero iba rin yung parang school of life.
Yeah,
school of life.
Yeah.
Di ba? Yeah.
Although ako, kung papa-advisein ako, unsolicited advice, Yeah, you have to finish school.
Okay.
You have to finish school, especially if it's a fallback.
Yeah.
It's a fallback.
Nag-stop ka ng school because you entered the entertainment industry ba? Or
Well, part of it, and also online class didn't work for me. Parang I wasn't
Okay.
excelling on it. Parang inisip ko na sa sarili ko na tinanggap ko sa sarili ko na dito para sa akin. So
Okay.
might as well let's not waste the money there.
Okay.
Something like that.
And tingin mo ba parang feeling ko may value din in quitting. Alam ko may mga nagsasabi na parang okay, don't quit, parang magpursige ka lang. Pero feeling ko may value din dun sa parang pag alam mong hindi rin naman ito yung para sa'yo. So, pwede ka rin siguro mag-take a break muna.
Yeah.
Or quit and then, or try something else first. Diba? Kasi,
yeah, and it's not like I don't want to study naman din. Like, I can, self-study. I am a fan of reading books din, mga self-help books. So, dun may matututunan ka naman din, especially sa mga day-to-day life na encounters.
Etong episode na to, feeling ko lalabas siya ng mga August. So, Ghost Month. Naniniwala ba kayo sa Ghost Month, yung family mo?
I think all Chinese does. Na all of them naniniwala.
Meron ba kayong parang traditions ginagawa during Ghost Month, or may mga, do you actively avoid certain things kapag Ghost Month?
Wala naman masyado. More on like, don't do transactions lang. Diba ganun pag Chinese? Kapag Ghost Month, wala muna masyadong transactions, no opening of ventures. Kaya ako kasi, recently kasi, I had a business venture na F&B, food and beverage. And we were planning our opening. Sabi, inaano namin yung opening, malapit na mag-Ghost Month. So yesterday, nag-opening na kami sa may Espanya lang. It's called Dragon Bowl. Asian Fusion Kitchen for students around Espanya. So, yun, well, naniniwala kami sa Ghost Month. Kaya we opened yesterday na before mag-Ghost Month. Kasi kung din, tagal na mag-open nun.
Yeah. Same, kasi my partner is parang trying, is starting a perfume business. Tapos sabi rin namin, okay, kailangan before Ghost Month, mag-launch. Kahit na hindi ka pa magbenta, pero sabihin mo lang na, okay, we're launching. Para lang ma-avoid yung Ghost Month.
Dami, like this week may dalawa akong kilalang business owners na Chinoy na nag-open din.
Para lang ma-avoid yung
Ghost Month.
Kasi I think yung Ghost Month ngayon is from August, if I'm not mistaken, August 13 to parang to September 12 yata. Ganon. So yeah, so sabi nila, bawal mag-open ng business, bawal mag-transact, bawal magpakasal, mga big decisions in life. Bawal daw. Yeah, so hindi ko alam kung fully naniniwala ako doon, pero just to be safe.
Yeah, might as well just, just embrace it. Since we're Chinoys, diba?
Yeah. Yeah, just to be safe.
Just to be safe. Totoo naman, diba? I mean, either way, wala namang mawawala sa'yo. Pero kunyari, ginawa mo to, may nangyari, di ikaw. Ikaw may kasalanan nun.
Aside from Ghost Month, naniniwala ka din ba sa ibang parang Chinese superstitions?
Siguro pinaka-paniniwala ko na lang kapag pagdating sa Chinese superstition is yung mga incense, yung pag makikipag-usap. Pag-usap ba? Tawag.
Oo.
Sa
actually,
mga deceased na family
parang,
member.
nakipag-usap.
Meron din yung, di ba yung lalaglag mo yung dalawang.
Ay, yung may question.
Something like that. Siguro, yun, isa sa mga paniniwala ko sa yung mga pag-burn ng pera. Yun. Saka burn na. Basta something like that. Sa mga deceased na family.
Yes. Like parang paying our respect to our ancestors. Yun. Yeah. Ginagawa rin namin yun para yung magsusunog. Tapos minsan, parang magsusunog, ito kapag naman to, pag sa lamay, yung parang nagsusunog sila ng mansion, bahay, ng kotse, ng minsan iPhone pa nga, ganun.
Para mga damit pa nga. Para may damit sila, para may mansion daw sila doon, may kotse, may BMW sila doon.
Diba? Pero I mean, yun nga, hindi ako sure kung fully ako naniniwala, pero Might as well. I mean, wala namang mangyayari sa atin kung ginawa natin, di ba?
I think it's something to commemorate din for the person and to remember the person.
Yeah, true. So, may ginawa ko to with nung nag-guest dito si Nicole Cordoves kasi si Nicole, yung past experience naman niya was Miss Chinatown. So tinanong ko siya kung gagawa siya ng made-up pageant, what would it be? So kunyari kung meron kang gagawing made-up pageant na Mr. and Miss Blank, what would that be?
Siguro Mr. and Miss Sweet and Sour.
Okay. Oo nga.
You get it.
In connection to your
diba?
Mr. and Miss Sweet and Sour. Okay. So kunyari kung contestant ka sa Mr. and Miss Sweet and Sour, kunyari yun, ano kaya magandang tanong kay Mr. Sweet and Sour? Okay.
Ako ba itatanong?
Kunyari ikaw yung contestant sa Mr. Sweet. Contestant number 1, Tyrone, as a contestant sa Mr. Sweet and Sour, ano tingin mo ang symbolism pero nasagot mo na to sa Q&A mo no? Mahirap. Ano tingin mo ang essence ng Sweet and Sour na kapag nawala ito, hindi na siya sweet and sour?
For me, well, the two important essence of being sweet and sour is the flavors, the sweetness and the sourness. Just like in life, pag nawala na yung mga good things and the bad things, kung hindi mo yun na-experience, then what's the essence of life? Diba? Paano ka matututo in life kung hindi mo ma-experience yung mga bad things? Paano mo ma-appreciate yung mga magagandang bagay sa life kung hindi mo na ranasan yung mga nangyaring masasama sa life mo? So for me, yun yung essence ng sweet and sour or the good and the bad in life.
Galing. Palakpakan naman natin.
Thank you.
Kaya siya nanalo sa kaya nanalo sa Mr. Chinatown. Because sabi nga nila, you grow through what you go through. Diba? Yun yung essence ng sweet and sour. Yes. Again, Troy Garden and Golden Fortune.
Yes.
Yung nire-recommend ni Tyrone na sweet and sour.
The Mr. Sweet and Sour.
Troy Garden, baka naman.
Grabe.
Model.
Yes.
So, where can our audience find you? Meron ka bang mga upcoming projects that we can look forward to?
Honestly, I'm everywhere right now. You can just follow me in my social media accounts. My Instagram and Facebook is Tyrone Tan. You can see me as an actor. You can see me as a model. You can see me as a realtor. You can see me as someone who's venturing out into businesses. And yeah, I just embrace all the opportunities I get. And siguro pinaka-plug ko na lang, meron akong mga guestings as an actor naman.
Yeah.
Meron akong guestings sa Pepito Manaloto and Task Force Firewall. So abangan niyo po yun. Sana supportahan niyo pa po ako para madagdagan pa yung mga projects sa atin. So,
yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Francis,
Tyrone.
for having
Thank
me.
you.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you,
yes.
Mr. Sweet and Sour 2026.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.